Welcome. Come on in. Welcome to all the fairies and elves and trolls. This is what you call crocheting with many different types of yarn. And it sometimes works out well and sometimes it's different. Hi, Judith. Thank you so much for your donation. If you're new to this space, welcome. This is 60 minutes of yin. If you're not new and you've been here many times, please feather your nest, get your yoga mat ready. The comfort is important. I'm grateful that you're here to join in practice, Judith. Thank you for being here, bringing the East Coast energy to the West Coast. Hi, Candace from Canada. Lots of snow and cold. We have the fireplace going. I just added some extra logs. I'm grateful that you're here and you want to be cozy, so have blankets, your props. I will use a strap today and I will use blocks and pillows. So whatever you feel you would like, if you want a chair, if you're using a wall, all of it's welcome. We always begin in Shavasana in our corpse pose and end in Shavasana in our corpse pose. So if you've been here, start making your way into that position. I'll join you in a minute and switch my camera. If there's no questions, there's about 10 of us in circle practicing today. So we're going to do a nice slow movement. If there's a posture position area you'd like to hit. I have a monkey going on somewhere in my back solar plexus area, my mid back. So I'm really going to do some arm practices today. So if there's no other questions, come on down onto your mat, and an invitation to start closing down the eyes, tuning into your third eye. I'm going to switch cameras. You are most welcome in this practice here. So thanks for coming. Maybe your Shavasana, your corpse pose. You have your feet up on a bolster, a chair. Maybe you don't have a blanket because you're in a warm climate. Thank you, Steph. Come on in, everyone. It's kitty time. Maybe your legs are extended or maybe one is bent. Maybe you're slightly on the side, propped up with pillows. How are you feeling comfy? How are you feeling cozy? And wherever you are, start to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose if you haven't already. Eyes are closed down or into this gaze where we rest the optic nerve. Right at the eyebrows is where you would look if your eyes are open. And if they're closed, same place. I like to rub that spot to remind myself to tune in to the third eye, to the intuition. Take a nice deep breath and fill up your belly. Make sure you're trying to bring the air all the way down to the pelvic floor. And exhale, do the same, let it all out. Check in with your shoulders, maybe one by one, pulling it down and back. Kind of like you're bringing your wingspan open, opening through the chest, through the ribs, maybe using the hands to press yourself into the ground. Let your arms fall out however they fall. Maybe wiggle the feet. Let those legs feel nice and long, limber. And take another deep breath, breathing deeply here into the space, down into the pelvic floor. And exhale, nice and slow. Just a reminder that this is 60 minutes. The timer is already going, and I will make sure that you exit on time. And please stick around for tea and talk following the practice so that you can slowly integrate back into whatever might be coming up next in your universe. We're going to stretch the TFL muscle first. So gently bringing yourself up to bringing feet flat on the floor and knees are bent. You can move. I'm going to take off my blanket just so you can see my leg and what it's going to do. But anchor into your hips, into your shoulders. Arms can be out to the side. Heel toe your foot on the right, out to the right, a couple of steps. Just 2 steps out to the right. Gently now allow your knees, both of them, to fall to the left side. And maybe, if anything, as you're letting that weight of the leg fall to the left, having pillows or blocks that you can put underneath the knees, if that's as far as they go. We want to stay anchored through the chest, through the ribs, through the hips, and allow our knees to fall in. If we were to engage our head and pull our chin to chest, we would see our shoulder, hip, and knee in a straight line. And this is not about how far down your knee goes or if it touches or if it doesn't. It's about what you're experiencing in those connections through the bottom of the foot to the hip into the lower back. So we're here for a few minutes. If your knee is coming closer and you would like a little bit more weight, you can add a cushion, bring up your left ankle on top of the right knee. Breathing deeply, you can begin your ujjayi breath, your ocean breath, if you have this in your practice. And we're not looking for pain in this position. We are looking for it to be quite comfortable. Slowly inhale. And a reminder, my teacher, Paul Grilly, he always reminded me, because of skeletal variation, how our bones fit together differently, change positions of your hands and feet until you feel what feels right for your body in that posture. In this case, a lot of people feel comfort in this posture when they bend at their ankle 90 degrees, make sure their toes are sticking out. But for some, toes want to be pointed down. So just check in with yourself and see what position feels best. We're here for 2 more minutes. And again, this is 60 minutes. There is about 14 of us now in circle. So imagine yourself in a beautiful circle. The fire's on. The cold is on the outside. Everyone feels and can imagine what it feels like to be in a beautiful state in their body. No concerns of the outside world. We're safe. We're comfortable. And we're breathing in through our nose, ocean breath. Relax the jaw, relax the skin around the eyes and nose. Letting all worry drain from that skin on the face. And if you had your ankle up on the knee, gently unbind yourself. And slowly, I like to use the hand to gently allow the knees to come back up. And maybe just let the knees fall to the other side, a little gentle side to side. Bringing your feet back into center, hips back into center. Maybe you want to give your knees a squeeze. Just release any energy, extending the legs out if you wish. And we'll set up for the opposite side. So bending the knees, bringing the feet flat on the floor. Check in with the hips, shoulders. This is a great spinal stretch for connecting into Mother Gaia. So don't miss the opportunity. Whether you have a prop under your head or shoulders, that's okay. but really imagine yourself anchored into the ground in this place, and you will bring that movement into that target area of the hips and legs. So gently just toe, heel your foot out 2 steps to the left. Allow the knees to fall to the right side. And if you were to engage your head and look down, you see your shoulder, hip, and knee in one line. Bring your prop to support your knee in any case. And if you had your ankle up on the knee, you can bring that right ankle up. Relax and breathe, deep breaths. We're here for 4 minutes. Let the legs feel heavy. Tuning out of the mind sensations, tuning back into following that breath into the body, down through to the heart, down deep into the pelvic floor. Ride that wave with your breath and try to disconnect now from thoughts, ideas, judgments, lists. Follow the breath. Inhale deeply. And remember, my loves, that it's very important to honor yourself and honor your comfort. This is not about torture or pushing or forcing. This is about relaxing, bringing comfort and stability so you can fully let go and know that you're held. And that might mean by the floor or your pillow or a softy blanket. Whatever it is, make sure that you're offering yourself comfort and stability in your postures, in your stretches. Last 60 seconds here. Gently now, if you had your foot, ankle up on the knee, unbind it. Slowly in your own time, bringing yourself back into a neutral spine. Move any props out of the way. You might want them for the next posture. So feet are on the floor, knees are bent. Shoulders and hips feel great. Feel rooted. There's going to be multiple variations leading up to this posture that could end in plow. So if plow posture is in your practice, this is okay, but there are many steps up to that. If plow is not in your practice, that's when our feet come up over our head. So there's lots of warning here to just take it really easy on your body and choose where you're at for today. And believe it or not, plow is a yin posture because it is about gravity relaxation in that space. So first option, gently pushing into the feet, lifting up the hips and bringing your block or cushion underneath the hip bones and gently resting in whatever height feels good. Lowest might be best if we're testing. Feet are on the floor. This is option number 1. And this is great for releasing the lower back. You can also draw your shoulders together, kind of bringing those shoulders down and back, letting the arms flop open. This is helping prepare the shoulders for next movements into plow, if you wish. You can also choose to elevate the feet. Knees can be bent. Knees can be on a chair. This block or this prop under your hips, helping release the lower back. If it's available to you, you can bring your hands underneath your back and bring your legs up overhead. Come up onto the shoulders in your plow posture. I like to bring my hands together. And you can bring your knees down like a snail. You can have your feet resting on a chair or a block. Choose whatever is good for you. We're here for a few more minutes. Nice deep breaths, ocean breath, ujjayi breath. Practice it here. And if you were feet overhead, in your own time, gently bending the knees, maybe bringing the hands underneath the hips, and slowly allowing your body to meet the floor again in whatever way feels good for you, but as slow as possible. This is one of those times when grace comes into play and our feet can slowly bend at the knee and find the floor, staying up onto that prop if you were there from the beginning. If your legs were up, they're gently coming down to the ground now, arms out to the side. We'll push into the feet, lift up the hips, and draw that block, cushion, bolster out. And slowly lower our back onto the floor. Extend the legs or bring them in for a squeeze and just relax fully into the ground here. Breathe in through the nose. When you're ready, gently roll to the right side. Gently in your own time, come up into all fours. Again, your practice space feels so soft underneath you. You have nice mats or cozy blankets. If our wrists are bothering at 90 degrees, you can always bring blocks behind the wrists, or you can roll up your blanket. Just create a little bit more space so that it's not a 90-degree angle. While we're here, we are going to do a little bit of wrist, just gentle circles up here for a moment, bringing our hips down and back as we're kind of just doing these small rotations. Inhale slowly. Let the body clickety clack. Maybe there's some sounds that want to come out. And gently stop and go in the opposite direction. Feeling the weight of our body fully in our fingers that are spread nice and wide, in the wrists, in the hands, imagining the energy going through all those spaces. And come back into your neutral spine. We're going to do a few cat-cows here. So inhale, bring the chin up, point the tailbone up, drop the belly. Exhale, push through the hands into the shoulders, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone. Go in your own pace, nice and slow. Eyes are closed, your experience is inward. It doesn't matter what you look like. What matters is what you're feeling, experiencing inside the body sac. And come down into neutral, all fours. And slowly lower onto your elbows. If you would like to have a cushion or bolsters underneath your belly, you can do that. This might create space for you in this posture. So if it's feeling a little heavy on the elbows or shoulders, propping yourself up on pillows. Bring your left hand behind your right elbow, right hand over the left. We're just crossing our arms here. Slowly bring your elbows together and let the weight of your body lean forward onto those arms. You can stay here, you can prop your head. If there's more space in your shoulders, you can fully come down with your weight on top of the body and extend your legs out. We're here for a few minutes. If you find yourself a little bit low, you can use your toes just to edge yourself forward. Breathe a Ujjayi breath here. Relax the hands, the fingers, the elbows. Notice if you're clenching your buttocks or legs, relax the thighs, the toes. Two more minutes here. If the fingers need to twitch or they're shaking or some vibrating, let it all happen. Let the body talk. Let it express. Gently now, if you were down fully onto the floor, engage your head. Start to draw your elbows underneath the shoulders. Push into your elbows and hands, bringing the hips back and coming back into all fours. Adjusting yourself for your props. Take a nice deep inhale here, Ujjayi breath. Exhale it out. And come back onto your elbows. And remembering our right hand goes in behind the left elbow. Our left hand on top of the right. And choose the variation that worked for you, bringing your elbows as close as you can together and slowly letting the weight and gravity do the work. Inhaling. We're here for 4 minutes. Imagine the fibers along your back and neck and shoulders. They're expanding and forming the fascia, that water webbing that goes over top of our skeleton and muscles. It feels fluid. It feels spreading thinly like water, gently. Each breath in, imagine your body just feeling so flowy. Tune into the breath, tune into your heart. We're halfway there. And gently now, if you were down fully with your weight, you're going to work your way back up onto your elbows, slowly in your own time. If you had props, gently remove them out of the way. Make your way down onto your front body in your own time and allow your left ear onto the mat and release your hands down by your sides. Let go fully here into the ground. Any energy that came out through those hand movements, that releasing through the back, just imagine yourself feeling very heavy into the ground here. And gently bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to open through the heart again. Push the hands out in front, come up onto the elbows. And if Sphinx is too much of a back bend for you, gently bring your hands over top of each other and rest your forehead on those palms. This is a small micro back bend. And if you can, up onto your elbows, push into your elbows. Hands are spread out nice and wide, palms down. Our shoulders, we're pulling them down and back. It feels uncomfortable. It doesn't feel maybe joyful to do this. It feels maybe a little bit like work, but imagine more of that energy that you're shooting through the elbows into the ground. And if you want more space, take your hands out to the sides of your mat, fingers spread wide, push into the ground, relax the buttocks and thighs, and choose a variation that works for you. We're here for another minute and a half. Imagine the rib cage in the front body extending nice and long. Chin and view in front. Allow the body to release tears, heat through the breath. And gently now let the right ear come down fully onto the mat. Bring your arms down by your sides. Sorry, if you were up. Gently now, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Push into your palms, lifting up, pushing back into the hips. Bring your knees forward and your toes to touch. You can send your knees out as far as you wish or as close together as you wish. And sit back over the heels and rest into child's pose. Maybe you have a block for your head. Maybe you would like a bolster or pillow for underneath the upper body. Relax yourself here. And you can always bring your hands down by your sides if you prefer. And thank you so much, Kat, for coming in for donations. We're a consistent group of 14, and I'm very grateful for us being in circle today. Let's honor ourselves, our bodies, maybe anchor into something that we are grateful for. I am grateful for my lungs. I am grateful for my hips. I am grateful for this fireplace. And I'm very grateful for the electricity that connects us all in this space right now. Relax the tongue and the jaw. Allow it to feel heavy in this posture. Let the face hang. Gently now, you're going to bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers and push into the floor. Remove any prop. And come gently into rock pose. If you need to stretch out your knees for a moment, release anything clickety-clack. So rock posture is when we're sitting on top of our feet. Weight is over top of our hips. Body's up nice and tall. If this feels like too much for you, you can choose to just elevate with a block underneath your buttocks or a cushion. Sometimes a cushion in between the ankles and legs feels really good. Choose whatever is good for you. And we're going to sit up in this posture, bringing our shoulders down and back. Imagining being very comfortable. If this is not available still, you can sit up onto a chair and just have your feet connected into the ground. We're going to just do a small bit of breath work here. Alternate nostril using our right hand. If it's in your practice, begin. If not, close the left nostril and breathe in and out a few times, nice and slow on the right side. Imagining a nice, long, tall, straight spine up through the crown of the head, anchored down through the root into the floor. Wherever you are now, closing the right nostril and breathing in and out through the left side a few times. Noticing some energy coming through the house, some stuffy noses, and this breath work is great for awareness of where we're at with our breathing and helping clear it and open up channels for the air, the oxygen, the prana, the chi to move through the body. On your next inhale, take a nice deep inhale. Close the left nostrils. Exhale on the right. Inhale right. Close and exhale. Inhale. Close and exhale. Go at your own pace. Relax the face, relax the skin. If you get lost, just start over. Wherever you are, release your right hand down on top of the left. Just relax here for a moment. Notice the breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Check in with your spine, shoulders, hips, chin. And we're gently going to release ourselves out of the posture, come down onto our bums in your own time. And we're going to do a butterfly posture, forward fold. So you may want to have a cushion or a couple blocks to rest your head. So you can bring a cushion up on front of you as you bring the soles of your feet either tightly in to your mid-body, or you can have them out in a wider diamond shape. Whatever your body's asking for, allow it. And I actually like to sit up on a block for this posture. Just gives a bit more space. And of course, you can block or bolster under each knee as you reach yourself forward or lift your tummy and hinge at the hip and allow yourself to come down to whatever's comfortable, whether it's on a cushion, block. We're here for a few minutes. Release the mind and sink back into the breath work. Ujjayi breath, ocean breath. Connect with the vagus nerve. Let your arms feel heavy. The legs, there's no pushing from the feet or the ankles. Remembering if you're having any lower back pain in these postures, Yin primarily invites us to roll the spine because we have a nice long juicy spine. But if we have lower back issues, we want to keep a nice tall long straight spine. And we'd be up maybe on these blocks like I am, or on a chair. You can always rest on a chair in this position, keeping a nice long straight spine. So just remembering to empower your practice by knowing what your body asks for and being honest. If something's not feeling good and you're not really sure, you can always ask for a variation or look one up online. And we're gently going to push energy into the front, lifting ourselves up and out of this posture. And maybe you'd like to swing your legs side to side, shake them out in front. Come sitting onto the bum. Gently finding the rooted down, being able to sit up nice and tall or supported maybe by the couch or the wall. And here you may find as we pick up our right ankle and bring it over top of our left knee. This might feel like a nice stretch if we apply our right hand and let our knee come down. We can even prop ourselves underneath the knee. If this feels like a nice hip opening, we're looking for energy in the hip. And once you find a position, you can allow yourself to rest forward or to rest onto a cushion. If you wish, you can lean back onto your hands, pick up that left foot and draw it underneath the right knee. And we're bringing our legs into parallel pigeon posture, or some people call this shoelace, but this is essentially a double pigeon. We're targeting the same area. So if you prefer pigeon, you can enter that instead. But wherever you are, you can gently allow the body to come forward. And again, maybe you have props. Maybe yours looks different than mine. Whatever it is that you wish. It doesn't matter if the knee's sticking up. It doesn't matter if it's just one leg. We will switch after a few minutes here to the other side. Ocean breath, ujjayi breath. Stay inside your body. Stay inside those senses. We have one more minute here. And gently now, if you were fold forward, push into the hands, lift your upper body up and out. Remove your blocks. And from wherever you are, gently unwind your legs. Maybe give them a little side to side. And we'll set up for the opposite side. This time we'll bring our left ankle over top of our right. And again, it's okay to stay in this position. Allow the body to come forward, prop however you wish. If you had two legs folded, bring that right ankle underneath the left. Notice the difference between the two. You might feel that you need a little bit more support on one side than the other. Breathe in nice and deep through the nose and gently come down, forward fold into whatever prop feels good. Ujjayi breath, ocean breath. This is our last position here before Shavasana. Relax in the buttocks. Anything that you showed up with today, allow it to stay on pause, stay in your body. And bring into your heart some gratitude for whatever you're working with today. And as we near the end of practice, I want to give thanks for the land that we practice on, for the water, for the lineage of yogis who've given us this practice, for the musicians and the sound healers who have given us these sounds, and for our own soul for showing up for this sacred time. Last 60 seconds here. Remembering it's not easy to stay still. It's not easy to slow down. And it's great when we take the time to do that. And if you were fully forward, gently pushing into the palms, bringing your body up and out of that forward fold, moving any props out of the way, and gently unbinding yourself wherever you found yourself, coming down into Shavasana, your corpse pose, returning, maybe softening a bit more, bringing a cushion in behind the knees, an extra blanket. We're here for a few minutes, so make sure you feel nice and warm. This is the most challenging posture, this posture that prepares us for Satanama, death and rebirth. Relax into the space of darkness, release the breath work. Check in with your shoulders and fully let go here, rooted into the ground. Take a nice deep inhale and fill up your belly. Nice and deep. And let it out with a ha. Again, inhale, blow up the belly like a balloon. Release through the mouth. Bring your hands together and interlace your fingers, all but index. Take your thumbs, cross them in the other direction. Bring your ankles and feet together. Reach your arms up overhead. Inhale, stretch their body nice and long. Exhale, release the body to the floor. And gently in your own time, move your props out of the way and come up for our final seated salutation. Going to change the camera. You're invited to keep your eyes closed, looking towards that third eye. Maybe your feet are out in front of you. Maybe you're sitting up in rock pose. Wherever you are, just relax yourself. Relax the face. Imagine the spine nice and long and tall. Observe yourself here for a moment. Just deep breath. And as we enter this dark month towards the winter solstice and Samhain, let's bring our hands together and rub as if we're rubbing some clay, some slime, whatever you kind of envision in your mind, you're rubbing that. And so it's not up and down, it's kind of side, you're kind of molding it. And as you keep rubbing it, you notice that it grows. And what's really magical about this slime, this energy that's growing between your hands, is it's multicolored. You can imagine what colors exist there. Maybe it's one color, maybe it's a rainbow of colors, a swirl. And bring those hands gently now arching away from each other. As if when we put them together, we make a beautiful arch. And that energy has spread now. Gently rub that energy all over yourself. It's beautiful. It feels so nice. You just want to rub that really deeply into the body. Feels really good. Rest your hand somewhere on your body now. And we'll chant Om. So take a nice deep inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently bow your head. You can open the eyes and come back into the space and stick around for tea and talk. Now's the time. I'm going to put a little wood on. Welcome back. Thank you for that 60 minutes.